Good morning. I was spending a little time this morning thinking before I did my video what I wanted to talk about, because there's many things happening that are relevant to what's coming in 2023. Now, I'm not willing to do predictions in general because I feel like it's just a great way to make astrology look bad, because a lot of times what we think we're seeing in the stars or in the charts, maybe we are seeing things, but perhaps we're expressing them in the most extreme processing, right? So if we see something and it looks like it's possible that we may go to war, instead of saying we may go to war, the stars look that way, but we also may settle these issues. So there's always this back and forth. It's called opposition. And today, now we're going from Capricorn moon into an Aquarian moon. So the energy's softening. And for myself, I have really been experiencing this Saturn as heavy, dense, thick, difficult. And part of it is that I'm thinking about that as we maneuver into 2023, that we have one more eclipse in Taurus, Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus, one more series of eclipses. And then after that, the energy in this sense, the digging down deep, finding the hidden truths, understanding medically something in that 8th house that we haven't been told exactly, versus our home life, how we survive, how we make it from day to day, how our government in this sense oppresses us, the Capricorn moon, all of it out on the table for us to see that there's really something kind of wrong here. And I don't think it matters. If you want to talk about politics, whether it is the left wing or the right wing, take this into some great thought, that it takes 2 wings to fly if you're a bird or a plane or any other thing. In that sense, the dynamics are the same. And of course, we have this one last eclipse that says, okay, this is now set in stone. It's going to happen. It is happening. And of course, we're all there. We're all questioning some things, some big things, especially in medicine. I know I am. I'm wondering how it is that so many people have been convinced to do something that was so harmful to their bodies, such as, I'm not going to say it, but we can use our imaginations about the pandemic and what they're asking us to do to keep others from catching it from us. What a great way to get us all to buy into perhaps doing something that's very harmful to our bodies, which then tells me I'm not being predictive when I talk about what's coming next, because this isn't predictions, this is facts. That the next eclipse season, which is going to be Aries, Libra. You think about that. Aries is survival. Libra, and it's a self, how I'm going to manage anything, everything, how I'm going to survive. It's the very heart of how we strike out as warriors and fight our way through things, versus partnership with others. 7th house being the medical provider, who we get medical care from. Not necessarily the doctor now. This is just the medical care provider. So this could be any kind of medical care provider. It could be the x-ray technician. It could be a CNA. It's anybody who's medical care providing in the 7th house. And what I'm seeing is that it's as if we reach out to them. Now, I'm going to go into my divination a little bit here. It's as if we reach out to them and there's no one there. They're not reaching back. Or if they are, it isn't meaningful. It isn't helpful. So I really don't know exactly how this will all manifest because, again, I don't do predictions. But there's something in this range that's out of balance in the sense. Of course, it's out of balance. I mean, if you're low income, you really don't get medical care in the U.S. as a rule. You get sidelined and told, well, when you can come back with enough money, we can help you, which is just a ridiculous notion, considering we live in a system that's basically has its deep hand in how sick we are and why we're sick. It's like they harm us, they make us sick, they experiment on our bodies. And then they say, oh, well, if you're sick, that's because you did something. It's your responsibility. Whether they say it that way or not, the result is the same. They're telling you, you have to pay for it. If you can't pay for it, you can't have it. It's not yours. And why is this? I don't know. Very troubling stuff. But at this point, this energy coming forward, this next 3 eclipses after the Taurus, Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus. So we're talking another series of eclipses that are going to come in and lay down the foundation for the next 1.5 to 2 years, which is going to be, how do I fight for my survival versus receive what I need from this other energy? Well, I think it's going to change. Now, I, as an astrologer, I'm going to say that why am I working so diligently? And I work hard learning the information right now. And I don't feel like I have enough time in a day. Myself and another astrologer, my other medical astrologer, every single day we listen to a lecture, we study, we read together, we do everything we can to be prepared. We help teach other ladies that want to learn astrology. We do this because we want to give. We don't want to just take. And so we're really deeply invested in learning what we must learn. And why is this? Why do we feel so compelled? Well, what if what's happening is, in this sense, we've been set up and medicine won't be able to keep up with what's coming? Well, I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm feeling like that's true. I'm expecting in 2023, from the point of divine viewing, I'm going to stop right there, because the astrology, yes, supports it, but I'm not going to use astrology to explain my divine gut feelings, because they're 2 separate things. I sense very seriously medical problems incoming now that have to do with blood and heart. And I will do some tarot on this, some divination on it, but for now, I'm just going to say that these next set of eclipses are going to really show us where we're at in some hidden ways that we've not really understood. All of a sudden, things are going to come to light that just, although we've been saying things are going to come to light, and they have, and they still are, it's as if when we go into the fight for our survival, there's no more denying the truth. They've been seeding our skies. They've been putting crap into our bodies. They've been creating density we can't overcome. And then we all stand around and go, well, why is my body so sick? Well, quite frankly, if you put garbage in, don't expect to get a healthy body out. This is a mechanical machine. It's like putting oil with junk in it, and it just doesn't run. You can't run your body on junk. So I'm thinking that this next series of eclipses, as this is now going to be in the spring, unfolding the last of these deep dives into Scorpio, these heavy looks at how we survive at home, the insults we're taking right now. We are going to see some changes in this regard. We're going to realize in this next eclipse season just how much damage they've done. And then we'll go right on into fighting for our survival. So this is where medical astrology is quite powerful. We realize this, and we have ways of dealing with it. Go back and watch the video on Jargon Sacha, because that's where it begins. It's an anti-venom. It is designed to help the body recover from what's been put into the body. And even those who have not been jabbed in some regards, unfortunately, have also been exposed to some things. And I myself am going to do a detox on Jargon Sacha. So 8 days, give it a look, think about it. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, because this system isn't going to do it for you. With that, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe. Consider getting a reading. And thank you so much for joining myself here today, and join myself and my co-reader on a deeper dive.